Well, what I learned was that all the clips were quite informative. I also learned that oppression is quite real when it comes to women, how their dreams are very much stifled by not only just men but also like females as well, how they also stifle each other's dreams. I also the one that stood out for me the most was the HIV one. It taught me how scary it can be to actually be alone, how isolated women are like whenever something like this comes up. But this does not only apply to us, it also to only females, it also applies to us as everyone, as the first step to basically overcoming all of this is acceptance.
The first movie that I saw, on the first clip that they were talking about periods and pads, that's a problem that we all know that women face, but I think we are not doing enough because the numbers are staggering. Half a billion women are going through such problems every day, but then not all of us are aware of it.
What stood out for me was the one, the girl had HIV and the guy just ran off. So HIV is a disease that we must all learn to live with. No need to rush off when someone mentions or speaks about it.
I really enjoyed all the films, and I really loved the scoring of the films as well. The acting was beautiful, and for me, for lack of a better word, I would say like general concepts were really executed perfectly.
Hi, I'm Sole Amari, and I enjoyed all of the films because they were very informative on certain things that I didn't know as a guy or as a male. And the film that stood out for me was the third one about physical abuse in the household. And I like how they also touched on the part that the son was reflecting the father's behaviors towards the little sister and showing the continuation of the cycle. So that kind of touched me too, because it's something that most of us relate to. So yeah, but the concepts though, they were executed beautifully, no mistakes there. The aesthetic, I'm an aesthetic person. I like the aesthetic, how they approached the shooting of the film, and yeah.
The girl was infected with HIV and AIDS. Her mother was judging her. He lost the guy that he was making up with her. So it's really hectic living with HIV. It made me to realize that it's not something to be playing with.
I learned how self-love is important, how it is important to put yourself first in every situation, regardless of whatever it is that you're going through, and that acceptance really takes you far. Once you're in a situation and you get to accept it, yeah, you'll go far.
Today's short films were very interesting and very informative for me, and the one that stood out for me was the saloon one, where the girl accepted the situation that she cannot change it, but rather she made something best out of it.
I've learned that you need to go through self-reflection in order to accept the situation you're going through. The lady needed some time in order to deal with her demons. So after dealing with the demons, that led her into becoming a better reflection of herself.
What stood out for me was the girl that started her period at school, and how people were laughing at her, especially boys. So it's very disturbing that people are so misinformed about things, and it's not right. It shouldn't be like that.
They show a diverse of different perspectives and experiences, and also they have a richness in unfamiliar worlds, and also they foster an understanding into different worlds.
Hi, this is Jimmy Earth, and yeah, out of the, well, actually before I noted out, I've picked up that all of the short films focused on like looking in and actually accepting the circumstances that we go through, no matter which race, where, what time. So yeah, out of all the films, the other one made me crave cake. So yeah, and then there's one about like physical abuse and how it affects like the children in the households. So yeah, I guess we got to learn that what we do can really affect the people that we bring to this world also. So yeah, thank you.
Hi, my name is Dennis KG, and what I can say about the short films we just watched is, first of all, they are pretty insightful, to be honest. I really like the first one, and I could relate to the first character who was pretty much like smart enough, and I like her attitude the whole movie. She just had a period for the first time and she identified the need and she started to make a business out of it, which is really smart. So basically when life gives you lemons, make lemonade, and she really portrayed that. Also, I pretty much could have a perspective on women emotion through the rest of the movies. The HIV one was really deep and a lot of people talk about it, so I'm not gonna say more. But yeah, pretty much all of the movies were really insightful and gave the viewers that perspective that people generally don't get in real life.